ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bristol Motor Speedway as we get ready for some heat racing action here at Bristol Dirt. I am Michael Norman, the voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, and we are getting ready for two heat races before the main event. Here at Bristol, we got these heat races are 35 laps in length. Allow these drivers to get out there, perhaps post some good times, some good laps around here, but also battle it out too, because wherever you finish in this first heat race is the row you will be starting on in the main event. So if you finish dead last, you're going to be starting in the last row. If you win, you're going to be starting on the pole. With that being said, these cars already fired up here, getting ready. Go out on the racetrack to give us 35 laps of some good racing. Out onto the racetrack they go. Hopefully gonna see some exciting action. RJ Bishop during that practice / qualifying session for the heat races just blew the whole field away. So we'll see how his car does in race conditions. Getting ready for the green flag. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Bristol Dirt. Cody Lamas gets a good jump. Runs just about side by side. All 19 cars made it to the green flag. And we'll see what happens. It's going to get a little hard to see. It's going to get a little hard to see some of these cars coming off through the thanks to the dust cloud and everything that happens off of turn number 1. But we're going to see how these cars fare. Off the turn down, it's going to be the 12 of RJ Bishop going to pull away here. Cody Lamas stuck a bit on the outside lane. He's falling back. This always does seem like a good camera angle right here. From the main area, or I should say I forgot what they call it. It's not Olympus Mons, but it could be Olympus something. That camera angle shows the entire racetrack here as Kyle Matthews moves into second place. He's going to try to chase down that 12 car. He's got almost 30 laps. He's got 31 laps to do it. Meanwhile, in the back, Zach Rogers back here, drifted to the back. You have a bit of three-wide racing right here. Dylan Poteet, Seth Cole, Benjamin Miles up at the front. All these cars trying to gain as much positions as they possibly can. Gonna wait and see if pit stops will become a factor. We've got 35 laps, and these drivers are on ×3, so we're going to have to wait and see if these cars do, in fact, have to come down pit road. And if I'm not mistaken, these cars have to pit, from pit in on turn number 2 and pit out in turn number 1. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen there, as right now the 12 car, RJ Bishop, is the fastest car on the racetrack. Kyle Matthews, a very close second, but we'll see if Matthews can try to close the gap down. See how these cars are looking. There's still some battling going on. Some 3 wide in the back. Anthony McCurry trying to keep his spot above Dylan Poteet right here. Meanwhile, the 38, the 23, all the others cars up on the outside of the racetrack trying to gain some spots, some positions. Meanwhile, RJ Bishop just still continues to pull away. Gonna have to wait and see here. 35 laps. These drivers already on lap number 12. You see the bank of the dust kicked up here by our leader, RJ Bishop. Keeping an eye on last place now, James Qualls. These cars just trying to survive. Kyle Matthews under a little bit of fire here from Laura Chung in the 11. RJ Bishop again pulls out ahead, but we're waiting to see if pit stops could come into play here. Good chance to gauge as to when it could be a good chance to gauge as to when the caution or when these cars will have to pit in the main event here. Laura Chung, sends Kyle Matthews up the racetrack a little bit out of turn number 2, going into turn number 3. Laura Chung looking to get second place, and I think Laura Chung will clear for second place. Kyle Matthews is going to try the crossover, only going to allow the 12th car to pull away more, and Kyle Matthews going to retake over the second spot, and yet another crossover. Whoa! 11 using the bumper there again to get clear of the, maybe not clear of the 5. We'll have to wait and see. Now she'll be clear of Kyle Matthews. Laura Chung now ahead of the number 5. We'll see if that could do anything, as RJ Bishop has just kind of sailed out away, almost a full turn ahead of these cars. See Cody Lamas back there trying to get up there. Here comes Nathan Ormond in the 23. He's trying to get up here and trying to improve his spot a little bit too. The 11 car a little high on the racetrack through turns 1 and 2 there. It's going to allow the 5 car to catch up. .21 of 35. Just gonna really have to wait and see here what's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure that the only way the 12 car could lose this battle is maybe on pit road. I'm gonna have to wait and see if that's gonna happen. Somebody went really high. I think that was Kyle Matthews. Kyle Matthews went really high. He's going to lose second place to the 23 and could be in jeopardy of losing fourth place to the 18 of Sema Ozkin. Meanwhile, RJ Bishop is just a big-time threat for the pole right now. He's not going to really run into lapped cars here. I don't believe so anyways. So that's going to be a good thing for him. But when it comes to the main event time and we have all 38 cars out there, there's a good possibility of him running into some lap traffic. The 11 car getting run down a little bit by a manufacturer teammate. Meanwhile, as we said, the 12 car of RJ Bishop just flying out ahead. RJ Bishop has opened it up to just about 4 seconds on the 11. Visibility is getting pretty bad up in turn number 4, and the Budweiser All Pro Series officials are looking at it right now, honestly. But no action has been called about it just yet, probably because we have about 7 laps to go. Looking at all the battles in the back part of the racetrack here, so we've got 6 laps to go. All these cars fighting to not be the last cars. Fighting not be the last cars in the pack here. car takes 5 laps to go. 11 of Laura Chung holding on to second place. Remember, she was a winner at this racetrack 2 seasons ago. The 23 of Nathan Ormond is right on her back bumper, though. Do not count her out. Coming through, coming to 2 laps to go for the 12 of R.J. Bishop. Has hit all of his marks all race long. White flag is in the air. 1 lap of racing to go in heat number 1 for R.J. Bishop. Looks like these cars can go well above 35 laps on a tank of gas, that's for sure. Coming through turns 3 and 4, R.J. Bishop is going to claim the pole for the Bristol Dirt Race. Laura Chung gets second. The 23 is third. Kyle Matthews fourth. And here they all come down pit road after completing the race. R.J. Bishop, Laura Chung, Nathan Ormond, Kyle Matthews, Sam Oskin, Cody Lamas, Jonathan Zorlai, Carson Gum, Dylan Matthews, Dylan Poteet, Cole Baker, Seth Cole, Benjamin Miles, James Qualls, Anthony McCurry, Christina Bell, Zach Rogers, Ali Rain, and Matthew Rodriguez. Those are your 19. Those are your top 19 results here. These are how these cars will start in the in the bottom row. For the main event. Should be pretty interesting, to say the least here. All right. These cars get behind the wall to get some tires changed and some adjustments made for tonight's main event. We're going to step aside and be right back with heat race number 2. And we are back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we are getting ready for heat race number 2. To kick things off, this heat race will set the outside row starting positions. Nobody is safe. See, RJ, who started from the pole in the first heat race, went on to win. Let's see if the 4 of Fitzwater can do the same thing. Coming off of the corner in the restart zone. Green flag is out. We're underway. Fork are able to be right there. The 31 car was able to get in there. Took a little bit of extra time coming through the corner. Oh boy, these cars are all over each other. The 4 car going to try to pull away. As meanwhile, they might go 3 wide back here. Everyone battling to try to get a better starting spot in the race in the main event. Should not have to see any pit stops. The first group of cars did not come down pit road. Keeping an eye on William Brock here. Comes Dylan Young to the inside. Oh, Dylan Young really slid up. We'll see if the 31 car can. We'll see if the 31 car can keep the 4 car in his windshield here. Try to catch up to him before this race ends. It's going to be interesting. Watch Dylan Young come to the back bumper of the 47. This could be a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Charles Belding up here as well. Madeline Crenshaw up here. Matt McIntyre trying to get around 3 wide. It's a little difficult to pass here at a dirt track. Me and Seth talked about this during the practice, and catching is one thing, passing is another, and it's not always easy. It's all about how you're able to arc your car into the corner and have enough throttle time to get back up and make up the ground instead of just sliding your tires through the corners. Come to the corner, keeping an eye on Belding right here. Belding's able to get around Dylan Young. Here comes Voiles now trying to get underneath. Couple of cars just getting punted in the back here. Trent Dunham, Madeline Crenshaw. Others just trying to get a better starting spot. Keeping an eye on Charlie Buxton here. Again, up at the front, the 7 car trying to make up some ground. 7 car's going to block the 17 a little bit there. She tried to block the 17 anyways. Meanwhile, up at the front, it is Zachary Fitzwater in that 4 pulling away from the 31 and the 47. '62 now firmly in the 5th position. 4th position goes to Charles Belding in that number 15. This 3 wide battle right here between the 9, the 22, and what was the 20. 20 now pulling away. Levi McIntyre running a bit dead last there. Bern Oliveira, and a possibility of finishing in dead last year. Jessica Shelton, who's had the dominant car the last 2 races before something happened. Now running towards the back here, that's not going to be good for her. Dylan Young has really fallen back. Madeline Crenshaw's in 7th. Dylan's in 10th place. Madeline Crenshaw could potentially jeopardize that. Dylan Young started up pretty good. I believe he started in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. Now Madeline just going to try to find a way around him. Madeline got really, really high. That's going to cost her and that's going to cost her some time. The 47 and the 31 car again kind of fighting, trying to keep the 4 car in the windshield. Oh, the gap closed just a little bit there. 31 car not struggling anymore. 47 kind of just staying right behind him too, not really trying to battle for position. Boy, the visibility down there is really, really bad. Gap is increasing again, watching them go. I don't think the 4 car will run into any lapped traffic. 31 car still up there, single file. Still staying about 1.5 second gap between the 4 and the 31. Coming to 11 laps to go this time by. Visibility is really bad still in turn number 4. Some of the spotters are complaining a little bit about it. However, with them running roughly single file, the Budweiser All Pro Series officials say that it's okay. Yep, still 1.5 seconds between the 4 and the 31. .47 gonna challenge the 31. This is for second spot, which would be in row number 2 on the outside of the outside. Can he get around him? Can't do it. 6 laps to go. It's all about where you can get back on the gas. Somebody hit the wall. I just heard a lot of wall scraping. I'm not sure who that could have been. 4 cars up to 2-second lead now. 4 laps of racing to go as they cross the start-finish line. Now the 47 car going to go underneath the 31. The 31 car going wide should be able to get the run off the corner. 47 car has the inside, but the 31's going to try to fight back. 47 is clear for second. 3 laps, 2.5 laps to go. Tempted to keep an eye on the 4. Here he comes, the white flag in the air. 1 lap of racing to go here in heat race number 2. While it might not be a points race, it's still going to matter in terms of qualifying position. Zachary Fitzwater wins heat number 2 and will start second. Meanwhile, Jessica Shelton just gets into the back of the 22 car. Coming out of turn number 4, it is Shelton that beats out Levi McIntyre for the second to last spot. So Levi McIntyre will be starting dead last in the heat race. And there we have it. There's your official standings for heat race number 2. These cars are going to go behind the wall for about 10 or so minutes, cool off the engines, get a tire change so everyone starts on fresh tires, and then they'll line up on the grid ready for the main event. With that being said, we are now going to step aside, take another commercial break, and be right back with the start of the main event here at Bristol. Welcome back here to the Bristol Motor Speedway. It was a very long but short 10-minute break period as these cars are now lined up on pit road after cooling off. Got a little bit more clearer out in the night sky here at Bristol. Hopefully there won't be much dirt after this. Bristol Motor Speedway has tried their best to bring some damage to the track, and that's where that dust should not be an issue. Hopefully. As we get ready here, already know front row, the 12 of RJ Bishop and the 4 of Zachary Fitzwater, 2 of the top 2 fastest cars of the weekend so far here, have gone on to win their respective heat races. But now we'll see what happens when they're in a full 38 car field. We've got 75 laps in the main event here. I bumped up the fuel and tire wear to ×4, so hopefully that means we'll have some type of green flag pit stops to play into some strategy here today. Not really much more to talk about. Cars lined up in pit road. Let's go trackside, get the opening ceremonies for today's race.
Say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome America's pastor, Max Lucado.
Drivers, start your engines.
These engines are fired up here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. I cannot wait for this action. 75 laps. Getting ready for some great racing here. As you see, Colossus hanging above the racetrack. The pace car pulls out. Oh, we have an issue with one car already, not getting going. Not sure who that is. That might be the 17, actually. It is. It is the 17 of Matt McIntyre, who's had an issue here. Let's see what kind of issue it is. It is a tire issue on that car. The rest of these cars all caught up. The pace car dives in. 75 laps of racing. Green flag is out. We're underway. The 17 or the 11 did not get a good jump on that restart. Look at the 4 car up on the outside lane. The 4 car now comes to the inside, going to take over second place. Oh, something up with Trent Dunham in the 1 car. I wonder if maybe he spun out, something amiss on the 1 car as you see them coming around. Looks like he's been definitely into the wall. He's coming to pit road. We stay green. As Laura Chung going to look for second place. Look at these cars, 3 and 4 wide in the back. Man, it's hard to go 3 wide at Bristol, just normal, regular. And look at these cars going 4 wide here. Oh, we got an issue right here. Big time issue. The 42, the 7, the Spire Motorsports involved. Caution is out. The pace car running around the racetrack. Cars getting involved left and right. Remember, we do not race back to the caution flag here. Ooh, cars having to race around each other here. Catch up, some cars slow, some cars not. As things attempt to get settled out here. As things attempt to get settled out here at Bristol, we're going to take a look and see what happened to bring out the caution flag for the first time today here at Bristol. Alright, as we were attempting to figure out what happened with to bring out the caution, this is what happened to Trent Dunham. The 34 car got turned into the wall, then the 1 car just became a ping pong. The 1 car up on the very outside lane never gets spun around 90 degrees, but gets turned into the wall by the 78 of Henry Sanford. He's on the brakes, he gets his car righted, and then he continues on. This does not bring out the caution. But if he were to skip ahead up here to the 7 car, about a lap or so later, I think it was about 2 laps later, go a little bit faster here, yep, right here. We're going to see this happen right here. They're going 4 wide, the 2, the 77, the 7, and the 42. There's just 3 wide is barely enough to work, so 4 wide ain't going to do nothing. Madeline Crenshaw just in the middle, turns the 7, the 2, the 42 down. The 7 car gets collected. Charles Sanford has nowhere to go. He's hard on the brakes. I don't even think he got involved in that. Hard on the brakes he is. The track just becomes quickly blocked here, and the caution flag out immediately. Now that we've seen what happens, 77 car just trying to continue on, run into the side of both the 10 and the 34. We'll see what happens. These cars were coming down pit road. We're going to see how all of this is going to play out here when we go back green. Pace car dives in, getting ready for the restart. The 4 car going to lead them down. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. Fitzwater up at the front, Laura Chung trying to come back, try to come back in and see what's going to happen. I see the 12 car back on pit lane. The caution is out again. We have a wreck on the front straightaway. The 7 and the 34 car around on the inside. Now 34 runs into the back of the 6 as these cars are slowing down, waiting for the pace car right there, the pace car to catch them. This could be the end of the stage under caution. We're going to have to wait and find out. 7 of Crenshaw on pit road there. It's not been a good dirt race for her so far. Oh, the 15 of Charles Belding got off of pit road first. That's new. Charles Belding got off pit road first. It was just fuel only for that 15. Now we're going to wait and see if this indeed is going to be the end of the stage. And if the 15 is going to be the one to take the green checkered flag. See, the 45, the 51, and the 12, all of them are a lap down right now. 7 car is officially out of this race, and it is Belding that is the race leader. So when we get the 1 to go signal, hopefully that the lap cars will go to the rear of the field without incident. So let's see. Are they getting the 1 to go signal this time by? Yes, they are. And the 45 and others are going to be slow, as they're going to try to stay towards the outside. But honestly, this is going to cause a big stack up. Lights are back on the pace car. They're just kind of stopping there for some reason. Not sure why. Keeping an eye out, this is going to be the end of the stage right here. So when we get the green flag, they're going to be getting the green flag as well as the green and white checkered flags at the same time. So it's going to be the 15, Charles Belding, who is going to win stage number 1 because of a fuel-only call on pit road. So the first third of this race is going to be complete this time around. Green flag is back out. Green and white checkered flags as well. Belding wins stage number 1. And the top 10 is the same as he comes down pit road and the 4 car isn't. This is strange right here. But we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with more action here at Bristol. We are back here at Bristol Motor Speedway as a lot of cars have dived down pit road, but other cars have not. Not too entirely sure what's happening or going on right now, but Fitzwater has taken the lead. And he's got himself almost a 2-second lead over the number 8 of Reggie Fogelman. This is a varying difference of strategies here that are happening at Bristol Dirt. So now the 4 car is going to be in lap traffic here, and we'll see how the 4 car is able to do with the lap traffic. Four car is able to get around the 38, no problem. We only have caution is out. The caution flag is out. Wreck on the front straightaway. Big time accident. It's going to stack up the entire front straightaway here. Leaders right here. Leaders might get involved in it. Leader able to sneak away around the outside. I'll try to see where the leader is, the 4 car. Here he is right here, trying to catch up to the pace car. Yeah, say honestly, at this point, I have no idea what's happening. I am at a loss for words, honestly. I have no idea what's happening. Caution is out. There's going to be a bunch of cars. Probably on the tail end of the lead lap as Fitzwater comes down. This car is forced to stop, wait for these cars to pass. Now they're able to come out. The 34 Qualls right there. I'm pretty sure he's one of the lap down cars. I want to try to see if I can make sense out of all of this. Four car is the race leader. Guess we can go back and try to take a look at the caution flag. I saw the 23 car wrecking, so let's focus on the 23. Right here. The 47 ran into the side of 31. The 23 had nowhere to go. Hard up into the wall. The 14 gets a piece of it. Laura Chung gets a big chunk of it, and it just, the whole track becomes blocked at this point. Nowhere to go. Cars running into other cars. That was just a mess. Well, guess we got what we got here. Hopefully none of the other, or no other cars go a lap down. That'd be insane. The 34 James Qualls is in 10th place. He's on the tail end of the lead lap as we are getting ready to go back underway here at Bristol Dirt. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. Oh, the 34 car is coming to pit road. Caution is out again. But I don't see a wreck. Why did the caution come out? Did a caution come out because the 34 all but stopped? Or what? I'm not understanding this. Alright, well, there's, again, only one way to find out. Let's see what happened. When did the pace car lights come on? Oh, that's why. There was a wreck on the front straightaway that got Samet Ozkin. That right there is what brought the yellow flag back out almost immediately. So Samet Ozkin's race is probably done for the day. As these cars once again come down pit road. This time the number 8 of Reggie Fogelman is the race leader. The 4 cars pit crew must have really let him down. See if the double file restarts work this time or if I'm just going to fuck everything up. Alright, so let's see what happens. Everyone's practically all caught up. There's no lap cars that need to go to the back. So let's see how well the double file restarts work now. And see if it's just going to frick things up even more. Because if it does, I'm probably just not going to publish this race until, except for maybe the very end. Guess we'll wait and see. Yep, here we go. Double file restart right here. Things seems to be running better. Pace car is off. The 8 of Reggie Fogelman, the 22 of Levi McIntyre. Green flag back out. We're back underway. A-car was just barely to hold on to the lead over the 22, but we'll see what happens. I did see a car coming to pit road. That is the 34 of James Qualls. Obviously, some more issues happening with him. Only 9 cars on the lead lap. The 47 car goes around in turn number 2. Big time melee. The caution is out once again. Bunch of cars getting involved. Reggie Fogelman. Richard Childress running 1-2 right now. Trying to catch up with the pace car right there. There's the pace car. The 16 able to go back around. This is going to be the end of stage number 2. And it's going to be under caution. So let's see how pit strategy, if these cars do come down, is going to play out. So they're coming down pit road. All the cars that are on the lead lap, that is, coming down pit road. Is it going to be gas and go only? That's going to be the big question. Looks like it is going to be gas and go. Battle for... These cars got to wait for the rest of these cars to come back down, and there we go. I wonder who they'll give it to. The 8 car technically was the first car, but we'll see if they give it to Cole Deaver or if they give it back to the 8 car. We'll see. think they're going to give it to the 8 car. Nope, they're going to give it to, it looks like, the 3. Alright, that's ought to be interesting. It looks like the 3 car of Cole Deaver got out of pit road first. So Cole Deaver should be the car that's going to win stage number 2. Cole Deaver should be the car to win stage number 2. We've got cars. We got only have 9 cars on the lead lap, and I'm just gonna say this: whatever you've seen happening here tonight, if I do publish the full race, it's not the better cautions EXE. It is not. This is just all strictly Bristol Dirt, which means I might actually take Bristol Dirt off of the schedule next season. Well, there's the end of stage number 2, getting ready to go back green. We'll be right back, take a quick commercial break, and be right back.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Alright, we're back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we are getting ready. I think cars are going to double up here. The cars on the tail end of the lead lap are going to be doubling up front, but the leader is the number 3 of Cole Deaver. We've got 25 laps to go on the restart, 24 when they hit the line. Green flag is back out, we're back underway. We're going to see if these lap cars are going to become an issue. Here comes Levi McIntyre in the 22 car. The 47 of William Brock coming to pit road. The 3 car trying to hold on to the lead on the outside. Oh, we have an accident in the back. Looks like the 21 and the 66 got together. Caution is out yet again. Some of these cars are actually going to be able to go fully around, wave around there. And these cars just keep wrecking. This is turning into the real life Bristol Dirt race. Well, the pit road is open. Doesn't look like they're going to come down pit road this time. Alright, let's speed up the process here. And we're back under the green flag. I skipped ahead to the green flag. We're back underneath it. And the 3 car got a better jump on that restart than the 22 car did. And Cole Deaver, as we got cars coming down pit road. See if the 22 of Levi can catch the 3. Remember the battle that was these two drivers at Gateway. Levi slides it up. Here comes Seth Cole, but Seth is a lap down. Actually, Seth is 2 laps down right now. He's trying to play dividends for the 3 car. We'll have to wait and see. Zach Rogers up here too. He's going to be in the 3rd spot. So far, these cars have not. So far, the race has stayed green. Levi able to hold on to 2nd place over Seth Cole. Oh, the 41 and the 24 got real close. That's going to knock Levi to the very outside lane. And oh, the 10 car almost got into the back of him. And Cole Deaver is now just pulling away. What we are seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is honestly just a gaggle of race cars. This is the better way to look at things right now. See the 3 car right there. Can the 22, who's now clear of the lap traffic, run down that number 3? I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. It's much got up to about a 1 second lead now. The 3 car Cole Deaver possibly could go 2 in a row, 2 races in a row, back-to-back wins for the 3 car if he can seal the deal. Steadily increasing his lead. Could it be back-to-back wins for Cole Deaver? It could catapult him to the top of the point standings, which I believe he might actually already be there. Cole Deaver holding steady at the race lead now. 5 laps to go. 4.5 laps right now. We saw Reggie Fogelman, the 8 car was up here too. So what always proves to be an incredibly weird and wacky race here in the Budweiser All-Pro Series at Bristol Dirt turns into yet another wild and wacky and crazy race again here today. 3 laps to go. The 3 car is catching lap traffic, but I think it's not going to be enough to allow that 22 to close in. Two laps to go. The 78 car is on pit road. 3 car able to make good work of the 3 car. And now here comes the 1 down pit lane now. The 12 car coming back up. Guess we'll see if the 3 car can make it on fuel. Coming to the white flag this time. 1 lap of racing to go for Cole Deaver. Not making an attempt to come to pit road. Looks like it's going to be back-to-back victories for the 3 car. Cole Deaver wins here at Bristol Dirt. And an absolutely weird and incredible race. Weird and incredible race. "22 of Levi McIntyre says retired. So does the 10, but it doesn't matter because they made it across the start-finish line and finished in their spots as we have these cars coming down pit road now off the racetrack. The race is officially over. And what can only be described as a very weird race for 3 straight seasons. Actually, no, the first time we went to Bristol Dirt, it was actually a pretty good race because there was no glitches or stupid stuff that happened. But Cole Deaver takes the victory, his second win, calling this season 14 Bristol Dirt. Cole Deaver wins, Levi McIntyre second, Zach Rogers third, Charles Sanford fourth, Reggie Fogelman fifth, Jessica Shelton sixth after starting really abysmal. Back of the pack, finishes top 10. Zachary Fitzwater in 7th, Matthew Rodriguez 8th, and that's the last car on the lead lap. William Brock and Carson Gum round out the top 10. Then it's James Qualls, Charlie Buxton, Marcus Schuenberg, Dylan Matthews, Bernard Oliveira, I believe that's how you say his full name, Charles Belding, Roberto Crown Jr., RJ Bishop, Jonathan Zorline, and Cody Lamas round out the top 20. Then it's Seth Cole, Henry Sanford, Cole Baker, Trent Dunham, Matt McIntyre, Christina Bell, Nick Gunther, Benjamin Miles, and Kyle Matthews that round out the cars that finished the race, even if they're laps down. And then it's the cars that retired include Dylan Young, Anthony McCurry, Daniel Voyle, Samet Ozkin, Ali Rain, Laura Chung, Nathan Orman, Dylan Potee, and Madeline Crenshaw. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my schedule here so that I can see. Type in Cole Deaver back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins for Cole Deaver. This race should be hopefully uploaded very soon and very quickly because up next, the next race we go to is going to be Talladega. That's right, Talladega, Atlanta are the next 2 races on the schedule. So Talladega should be a very, very fun race, and I can't wait for that one. So, for Michael Norman, I am the voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, saying we're going to Alabama next week for some super speedway action, and we might even get to see a full 42-car field again. It will be interesting. I'll have to wait and see how I feel about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. The points will be up at the end of this race. Congratulations to Cole Deaver, that number 3, for going back-to-back. First car to do it since Dylan Young last season. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week at Talladega. So from Michael Norman, I say, until we meet again.